Hey guys, what's up? It's Rick with the Digital Divide. Today we're going to be playing some Elder Scrolls Legends. This is a free game that you can download on the PC or on iOS or Android devices. I've probably put several hundred hours into this between the iPad version and the version that's on Steam. These are the decks that I built. This is the one that's highlighted as my favorite deck. I've been playing this game for a while, so I am pretty good at it. So I'm going to jump into a ranked match and see if we can kick some ass here. I'll try to go over the rules so you get an understanding of how the game works. Maybe if you're interested, you can check it out. Okay, so I'm at the bottom, acoustic red, and then my opponent is at the top. The goal is to... You'll see that we both have 30 health. So these are the cards that it randomly pulled out of my deck. 3. I like these, so I'm going to keep these. You see that I have 30 health points, and she has 30 health points, and obviously the goal is to deplete those to get to 0, and then you win. You'll notice that... okay, I can't use any cards here, so I'm going to skip my turn. The blue circle on the bottom right that says 1/1, that's how much mana I have. And the top left of the card is how much it costs to use that card. So you can see I only have 1 mana right now. You get 1 mana every round. So I don't have enough mana to use any of the cards in my deck right now. So let's see what I get. Yeah, I don't have enough to use that either. And it would be useless even if I did, because he hasn't put down any creature cards yet. So if you don't have enough to go to the next round, you just click on the little play button on the bottom right there and you can skip your turn. Yeah, I don't have anything I can do right now. I have the curse card, which doesn't cost any mana, but what that card does is it just does 1 damage to a creature, and there's no creatures in play yet. So the right lane is a shadow lane. If you put a card or a creature in the right lane, for 1 turn, it can't be attacked. It's in the shadow lane. The left lane, there are no rules on the left lane. So this guy does 4 damage and 2 health. So I have a card here called Malefic Wraith, which will subtract 2 health points from him, which just kills him, because that's all he's got. Let's see what he puts down. Alright, so this guy does 4 damage, and he has 3 health. The card on the left doesn't do any damage, but it is a shield card, so you have to attack that in order to get to your opponent, because it's blocking your way. But since that card doesn't do any damage, I'm not worried about it. I think I'm going to use... yeah. I'll use this. So this gives me 3 health, and then it does 3 damage. So I destroyed him, and... he did get me, though, with 3. Now I have 27 hit points, and he has 30. Some people play really aggressively and they just use all their cards. See, this is what he's doing right now. He should have saved that for one of my creatures. He's an idiot. He's going to get his ass kicked because he's just coming at me with every card he's got in a rush. This game is a mix between defense and offense, and some people just go all offense. He's just trying to get me down too quickly. You see, he only has 3 cards left now, and I have a ton of options, whereas he doesn't have many. So I'm going to put this dragon down because when you summon this dragon, his ability is that he subtracts 2 health and 2 damage ability from another card. So that wolf has 3 and 3 now. He's going to have 1 and 1 afterwards. And now I can use my curse card, which does 1 damage, to finish him off. Let's see what he's putting down. Wow, okay, that card does a lot of damage. It does 6 damage, but he only has 2 health, so... I have a support. See, he's using a support. That's called a support card, and that has a benefit of... They have specific benefits, so I plan to use my support card next, and it's a sword. You'll see when I... Okay, so this is it. It's called Goldbrand. First I'm going to take him out because he doesn't do any damage. So that's Goldbrand. Goldbrand lasts 3 rounds, and it does 2 damage at first, then 4 damage, and then 6. So since that card on the upper right only has 2 hit points, I'm going to use my first sword attack to take him out, because he does a lot of damage, and I want to take him off the board immediately. So some support cards, like the one I have, is only used for a specific number of times. So 3 times for my support card. The support card he's using up top, that's a permanent passive ability. So that I think that card, if I'm not mistaken, gives every card that is a red card. See in the upper left-hand corner of every card there's a color. So I think what that does is it gives everyone on every card that he has that is a red color, it gives them extra damage. So you can see that the card he put down, the 4 is in green. That means his damage was boosted. I think initially he only had 3 damage, now he has 4 because of that support card. So I do have a card on the bottom left-hand side, and his ability, the guy with the bow and arrow, his ability is that he can destroy supports. So I'll have to bring him out to get rid of that support. But right now I'm just going to attack him. I'm going to use my sword, my second sword ability, which now does 4 damage. And then I'm using this card, which it's a health siphon card. So this card has a plot. And plot means that if you drew another card first this round, then this one gets an additional ability. So normally this card is just it has 2 damage and 4 health, the card that I just put down. But because I played a card before I played this one, that gives him his plot ability, which is that he also has shield and he has lethal. Lethal means he does poison damage, which kills any card in 1 hit. So I could have used that card by itself. So now I'm going to use this card to destroy his support. So that takes away that extra passive ability that he was giving to all of his right cards. So I'm just going to go in on him now. This guy's getting his ass handed to him because I got both lanes covered, and he doesn't have shit on the playing field. And this is what happens when you just rush. You don't play strategically. He quit. He left. He conceded. So I won. All right, that was a short match because he gave up. So I'm gonna play one more match here. So these are the rewards I got. You get a reward whenever you win 3 matches in a row, and that was the 3rd match I won. I'm going to use my same deck because I love this deck. So this game's kind of complicated because there are so many different card modifiers, and I'll try to explain them. Might be a little confusing. Alright, so this is a new match. It's going to draw 3 cards from my deck at random and ask me if I want to keep all 3 of them or substitute any of them. Oh yeah. That card on the left is like one of the most powerful cards in the entire game. I'm keeping that shit because I'm going to need it later. But you see all these cards that I have right here are high-cost cards. So I'm going to get rid of him in the middle and substitute it with a different card. That's much better because it only costs 3 mana. So when you're starting off the match, you start off with 0 mana, then you have 1, then you have 2, and it goes up by 1 every round. So you don't want to start off with a full deck of... Like, you don't want to start off with the entire hand consisting of high-cost cards because you won't be able to play them for a while. So you want to have a mix of low-cost and high-cost cards. You want to be able to defend yourself in the short term and then have plans for long term. Alright, so I have 2 3-cost cards, but those are plot cards also. So I could use them now, but I don't want to use them yet because I want to... Their plot abilities are really useful, so I'm going to hang on to them. And again, plot means that if more than 1 card was drawn this turn, then a plot card gets an extra ability. So I'm going to put down my bat here, He's a drain card. Drain means that what he does in damage heals me. So if I attack the card in front of me with that bat, it's going to do 4 damage. It's going to destroy that card because that card only has 4 health, and then it's going to give me 4 health. But he killed me, so that's not happening. Oh, good. That's another drain card, and this one has 4 damage, 4 health. So drain cards, it just heals you. So it heals you for whatever damage the card does. This one also has another ability where if you have another card in play that has 5 power or more, then this bat that I have on the playing field here will do an additional 2 damage to the other player and heal me for an additional 2. So I'm going to use this support card to get rid of his support that he activated up there. That support gives his card a shield, which means they can't take any damage until the shield is gone. So now this card has a shield, so I don't want to hit him with the bat because it's not going to do anything. It's just going to kill my bat, and I won't get any health because he's not doing any damage.
You can't defeat me!
So I destroyed his support. He's going to have to hit that card, which takes away his shield. Now I can hit him with the bat, and I'll get some health back. But I'm going to take out the guy on the right because he does more damage. He does 5 damage. I don't have this. My bat doesn't do enough damage to kill him, but I have another card. I have 2 actually down there called Finish Off that I can use to finish him off. So I'm gonna hit him, which will heal me 4, damage him 4, and then I'm gonna use my Finish Off card to finish him off. And now that I've played 1 card, this card now has a plot ability since I played another card before him. So now, in addition to having 2 damage and 4 health, he also is a block card, and he gets lethal, which kills any card in 1 hit. And since his card on the right only does 1 damage, it's not enough to kill him. So I know that he has to use the card on the left in order to kill him, which gets him out of play. So there's only one card left instead of 2 on the other side. So let's see what he does. He's going to have to kill me. Oh, that's a good card. So I have that card too. It's a healing card, and it has block. Okay, so he sacrificed his weaker card to create 2 more. Alright, I don't want to use this card, but I'm going to have to. This card destroys a support normally, but he doesn't have a support in play, but I need him because I only have enough mana to use these 2 cards, and this card's plot ability is called Silence, so it removes all special abilities, and I needed to do that to his card because that card had a shield and it regenerated health, and I needed those abilities out of play because they're too powerful. So now he doesn't have any of that, and he's down to 3 health. Okay, so that card has Banish ability, so basically when you draw that card, they can banish any card that I've previously played for the rest of the match, which he did. So neither of the cards I have in play are enough to kill the Banshee, but I have this card, which its summon ability is that it destroys every wounded creature on the opposing side. So because they were wounded, he took both of them out. That's an awesome card. So I'm down to 15 health, he has 30. So far he's winning, but he's playing recklessly. So I'm playing the long game. He's just coming at me with everything he's got right off the bat, which a lot of people make that mistake. Alright, so that's a spider. It shoots a web, and that web freezes the card that it's shot with for 1 round. Okay, so he just used another support, and that support lasts 3 times, and that gives any card of his choosing a shield, so that they can't take damage for 1 round. So I put 2 cards down. The 1 card I put down on the right in the second lane, this one, it does 3 damage and it has 2 health, but its ability is that when it's killed, it does 3 damage to my opponent and heals me 3. So that's its death ability. And then the other card I put down heals me by 7 points. Okay, so he's using that's a rush card. Normally when you put a card down, you have to wait 1 turn before you can use it, but some cards have a charge ability, which means they can be used immediately. That snake has a charge ability. Okay, so that card on the left that he just put down is very powerful. I want to get rid of that immediately. So I'm using Curse to damage it by 1 and then finish off to finish him off. And now we're getting closer in points. He has 21 health, I have 19. I'm creeping my way back up to a winning match. He's probably going to kill me with the card on the right since it can't take damage this turn. It has the shield. So the card that I have on the left, its ability is a Pilfer ability, and it heals. A Pilfer ability means that every time I strike my opponent with that card, it gets a boost somehow. For this specific card, when I hit him, it doubles both my damage and my health. Watch, so I was 4-4, now I'm 8-8. That's a very powerful card. Now I'm putting down the big boy. This guy has Poison, Shield, Breakthrough, every ability almost in the game. Breakthrough means he does, if he does 8 damage and he hits somebody that only has 2 health, the excess damage will still hit your opponent. So now he's screwed. Now I'm up 31 health, he's down to 15.
To me.
I don't know why he put that poison on the left. He could have used that to kill my main dude. So again, that card that I have on the right is one of the most powerful games in the card. So it heals and it has... Ooh, okay. The card he put down really, really sucks. That card that he just put down, its ability is that he gets a copy of every single card that I draw, which he needs to die immediately because that is real bad. So I'm going to kill him right off the bat because if I don't, he's going to get a copy of every single card I draw for the rest of the game. So he's a priority. I want him off the map right away. I'm going to kill that guy, and when he dies, he generates another shield, but I knew that that shield only does 2 damage, so it wouldn't have been enough to kill him. Okay, so he's going to finish me off with that guy. His ability is that when he's drawn, he electrocutes and does 2 damage. A smart move on his part. Although he's getting his ass handed to him right now. He's only got 13 health. I have 35. Okay, so that's another priority card. The one he just put down on the right. That card's ability means that every time he draws a creature from his deck, that creature costs 1 less to use. He's probably hoping that I go after his guy on the left, but I'm not going to because he's not the priority. Oh, good. So I just drew... I'm going to take this guy out, and then I just drew a silence card. It's called Knife to the Throat. This card removes any buffs. So I'm going to go ahead and remove his shield and his ability to heal. And I'm going to give my card a shield and poison. So that means since he has the shield, it's going to take both of those cards that he's got on the left in order to kill her. Yep, so I took them both out, and I have a healing bat on the right. And then the last card I have in my hand at the bottom is a health siphon card, so that just takes 3 health from him and gives it to me. But I'm not going to use that. I'm actually going to use my Jorvin Colossus. This card is pretty badass. When you put it down, it generates 2 shield cards. They don't do any damage, but if either of those cards are still alive the next round, they give my Jorvin Colossus an ability. That ability could be anything. It could be the ability to heal, it could be a shield, it could be whatever. It's just a random ability that Jorvin Colossus gets if either of those shields are still in play the next round. So he can't hit my back because he's got to get through that shield first.
Be on your guard.
And that shield has 5 health, and he doesn't have enough cards to kill him this round. My back, that is. Alright, so since I have 1 shield left, that gave him... Now that Colossus has a shield, so I'm going to take him out with my bat. Now I'm up 38 health, and he only has 14 health, so he's getting demolished. And here we go. This should be the last round. He's only got 11 health. My Colossus does 11 damage, so unless he can take him out with whatever card he's got in his hand right now, which is only 1, he's screwed. Because I got... Okay, he's dead. I'm just going to kill that card and then take him out. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me today. Hopefully some of this made sense. It is a complicated game. I'm pretty good at it though. I've been playing it a while, so I don't lose often. If you have any interest in checking the game out, send me a friend request. We can play a couple rounds. Fun times. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it.